Hello students, today we are going to look how to make use of the controls of HTML. Controls में we can get text boxes, password boxes, then combo boxes and radio buttons and so on. How we are going to make use of them. Suppose I have to make a registration form. So in the title I am going to write registration form / title, and here is the body. Registration forms becomes well indented only when you are going to use table tag. I have already taught in the second lecture of HTML. So I am using a table. I do not require any border. I am going to open a row with tr, and with td I am going to write here name /td, and then a td in which I am going to say input type is equal to text, name is equal to a, so name is equal to a, and then /td. Then I am closing the row. That means in my first row what I am going to get, name will be written as a side heading, and then a text box will be presented in front of us. So how is a text box prepared? Input type is equal to text. Name you can give anything to it. This name will be useful only when we are going to use some languages along with HTML like JavaScript, PHP and other languages like JSP, ASP.NET, etc. Then the next row that I am opening is going to ask password. Then this is the table tag bun. This is the next column. Input type is equal to password, name is equal to b. Here we have got a property of max length also. Suppose you want that the password should not be more than 6 characters, you can give here. And then with /td we are going to close it, and /tr. So let's first of all have a look how this is prepared. I am going to make it registration.html, and let's click and see how it works. Here we are getting a very well indented name and password because of table tag only. If I had not used a table tag, everything would have been in a zigzag manner. So in order to use table, the table helps you to very well and properly indent everything on the screen. So if I write here in the password something, you are getting some black dots, and that too not more than 6 characters it is taking. And in name you can write anything. Now let's proceed in our programming also. After this password I want gender. So this is my next row in which I am going to write with td gender. This is /td. Then td input type is equal to radio, name is equal to c, and here I am going to write male. Then I need another radio button also, so I'll carry on. Input type is equal to radio, name is equal to C again. The name should be same for both the radio buttons if you have to select any one of them, because the second radio button here I am going to write here female. So any one of them should be clicked. If you are going to write different names for both of them will be clicked for gender. /td then /tr. So let's see its effect. F5. Here is gender, and if I click on male, male will be clicked. If I click on female, female will be clicked. Only one of them is selected because of the name property in which I gave the same name. Then in the second row, I want to ask date of birth. Date of birth. And here it should be TD /TD. Again a TD will be opened in which I am going to write day. For this you need select. Select is an option where you can give various options for days, like days may 1, 2, 3 till 31 days. So how you are going to give those options? With the help of option property of select. Here I am writing 1, then /option, then again option 2 /option, then again option 3 /option, and then /select. I am giving only 3 days in this program. Select. Then I want after day month. Again I'll reopen with select, and name this time will be different, E. And in this I can give here an option tag again January /option, then option February /option, then option March /option, and then /select. Then I want year. Again I'll open with select, name is equal to F, and I'll give some options, like suppose this is 2001 /option, then again option 2002 /option, then option 2003 /option, then /select. Then closes your TD and then TR. So this is day of birth. This is day in which I have got 3 options, 1, 2, 3, then January, February, March, then 2001, 2002, 2003. Now most of you may be thinking ki if I have to write January, February, March, April, May till December, yes, you will have to type, because HTML is not a very friendly type of language that it will help you that create an array or something. If you have to give some more options, you can use other programming languages like PHP, then JavaScript, JSP, ASP.NET, in which through arrays you can put your options here. Okay, then I want to ask some interest from the user. So I'll write here TR, TD, interests. This is TD. And then the other TD is going to give us some check boxes. Like if suppose I write here input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to G, and here suppose I am writing IT. Then again input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to H, and here travel. Then again input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to I, and suppose here I am writing business. Now I am closing the TD and TR. So let's look at its effect. So these are the checkboxes, and you must have noticed while I was writing the program I gave different names to all of them. This was G, H and I, so that all three can also be selected by the user. At the end I would like to give here a submit button or a register button. So again I am opening a TR, TD, but this time in TD I write call span is equal to 2. Why? Because I need only a single button on this row, and that too in the center, and all of the rows that I have been creating, they are all having 2 columns. So this will be just combining the 2 columns and making one big column, in which I'll be writing input type is equal to submit, and here you can write value is equal to register, and then /td and then /tr. So now let's see how it comes. So this is a register button which has come. If you want to make it the center aligned, or you can use here center tag. Right? So hope you people have understood how to make use of these controls in the registration form of HTML. In the next lecture, we'll come with more of the options on HTML. Thank you.